Welcome friends. Today we are going to discuss a very important update on GST portal by GSTN. The update has been updated on 12th of October 2023 and it is related to enrollment of supply of goods through e-commerce operators by unregistered suppliers. So the update is very important for those who are not registered on GST portal and still wants to supply goods through e-commerce operators like Amazon and Flipkart. So today we are going to decode this functionality in GST and we will discuss the logic behind this update, the legal background and how to practically execute this update on GST portal. So friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Vinod Kaushik and let's start the discussion. Friends, as you all understand that GST law is basically allowing supply of goods and services seamlessly without barriers of state checkpoints or the barriers in the state, etc. So we have three important sections in GST law, section 22, section 23 and section 24. Section 22 is basically giving exemption from registration to those whose turnover is below a prescribed threshold exemption. So in case of goods, for some states, some big states, it is 40 lakh and for services, it is 20 lakh rupees. But one question arises that suppose my turnover is in the state of Delhi, the exemption is 40 lakh rupees in case of goods. So whether that exemption, I'm within that exemption, my turnover is say 32 lakh rupees and I want to supply goods through e-commerce operator, whether that is allowed or not allowed. Earlier it was not allowed because section 24 was casting the mandatory registration responsibility on me, that even though I'm exempted under section 22, but I am trying to supply goods through e-commerce operator, I need to take a registration, mandatory registration. So section 23 was amended and it is basically enforced from 1st of October 2023. And by using the powers given under section 23, as you can see on the screen, this notification number 34/2023 dated 31st of July 2023 was issued, and by this notification, persons supplying goods through e-commerce operators shall be exempt from mandatory registration. So the mandatory registration requirement was exempted by notification number 34/2023 and the power was taken from section 23, newly amended section. But there are some conditions, friends. The first condition is very important, and the first condition is that you can supply goods through ECO only in one state. You cannot take this benefit in multiple states, like you are supplying is in Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Haryana, like the Uttarakhand, etc. You can take exemption in one state. You cannot supply interstate. If you're registered in Uttar Pradesh, so you can supply within the territory of Uttar Pradesh only. You cannot supply to Delhi, you cannot supply to Uttarakhand, you cannot supply to Bihar, etc. The person who is supplying must have the permanent account number and issued by the Income Tax Department. And such PAN numbers shall be authenticated on the common portal. And after authentication, you will get a temporary ID by which you can start supplying goods through e-commerce operators seamlessly. So now this update has been updated on the GSTN portal, and now let's understand that how a person who would like to start his e-commerce business without registration, how he can do that. So you have to basically go to the user services. You can see on the screen. There is second option after search SSN code. There is the option of generate user ID for unregistered suppliers. I clicked on that option. Now this is basically giving a warning. This functionality is only for the applicants who are not registered or not liable to be registered under GST Act. This temporary ID/enrollment ID is only for facilitating certain functionality to unregistered persons at GST portal, such as filing application for refund or advance ruling or to supply through e-commerce operator. Very, very important. You can read the last limb of this warning, that supply through e-commerce operator. Do you wish to continue? I said yes. Now there are multiple options coming on the screen. The first option is coming as to claim refund, to apply for advance ruling, and the third option, and the most important, which we are discussing now, is that to apply as a supplier to e-commerce operator. So I clicked on that, and now I'm moving ahead. Now this is basically asking various details, friends. The PAN number, the name as per PAN, the email ID, the mobile number, and the state. Only one state. You have to select only one state. Suppose I'm selecting this Delhi. Right. You can click, you can enter the PAN number, you can enter the name here, the secondary email ID, etc., etc. Now this geocoding will be done. You have to put up the address also. You have to move mention the goods also, which goods you are trying to supply. You have to enter the address so that tomorrow, if you cross the threshold exemption, department can track you and catch you. So this was a very, very important update, and let me summarize this for you, that why I have created a video on this particular update, because this is very, very important for the ease of doing business, and for my brothers who are very small, up to 20 lakh or 40 lakh and still wants to supply goods. This update is for those. The government is this is very, very important and a welcome step by the government by allowing these small people so that they can fly high and they can start their business and they can expand their business exponentially. Suppose a person is doing a turnover of, say, in a year 12 lakh rupees in the state of Delhi. Now, by using this basically important feature, he can go up to 30 lakh, 35 lakh, as the case may be. So those who are not liable to be registered, turnover up to threshold exemption, still they can supply goods through e-commerce operators. They have to get this enrollment, fulfill the conditions given in the notification number 34/2023. So friends, this was a very, very important update I have shared with you. I hope you find this video to be very, very useful in your practical life. Thank you so much for this patient hearing. Thank you very much.